video may contain content parents may find unsuitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and we're playing Pokemon. It's exciting, isn't it? Let me go ahead, jump in on the Poke Chit Chat. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we got a couple things. We've got mass outbreaks of bug-type Pokemon, and then we have the mighty Garchomp. I've already beaten the Garchomp. It was aight. So, I'm doing okay, Archer. Thanks for asking. So I think I might try to find some buggies. Get a few buggies, little bug typeys. Oh, I'm literally right on top of a Spinnerack outbreak. Crazy how that worked. Where are the Spinneracks? You know, it occurs to me that the last time I was here, I was doing a Poochyena outbreak. And those still seem to be here. So I guess I'll just clear some of those out the way. When I was hunting last week and did the Poochyena outbreak, I actually caught the sucker, the shiny thing. So, that was nice. So yeah, this is nice. Just kind of hanging out, waiting to catch some baby spiders. What is that? Oh, that's one right there. Baby spider. They blend in great. I think hopefully the shinies will be easy to pick out. Because, oh my gosh, these things blend in so well with the landscape. It's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make that the lead Pokemon. Since what we're hunting has changed. It just moves a little faster on the overworld. Kills bugs like nobody's business. Nobody bugs bugs like Cerulege. Alright. Oh. Okay. Obtain baby spoder. Over here. I have to just keep doing this. It's very rainy. It was also rainy outside where I am today, so it's fitting. are them? Alright, the number is starting to go down. Okay. Got him! Spinnerman, Spinnerman. Does whatever a Spinnerack can. Is he strong? Listen, guy. He's got really thick spider thighs. Look out. Here comes Spider-Man. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Count. Get it. Go get it. Spinnerack, Spinnerack, going to have a heart attack. Here comes the Spinnerack. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is Venonat. You know. Like, Spinnerack right now is my highest priority hunt for the 3 bug outbreaks they're doing. I already found a shiny Tarantula. If you don't have one, I highly suggest getting one. The evolved form looks like Spider-Man. It's very cool. The evolved. Let's see. Okay, that's the second notification for this outbreak, I think. I'm having to use this feature to make sure that that I can find all the Spinnerack because they blend in really well with the grass. So I'm having to basically look around with the left trigger depressed to make sure I don't miss any. You know, you would think if they were going to have a feature like this, where you could look around and you could see like the gender and you know whether you've caught it or not, whether it has a mark, you would think that if they were going to go through the trouble of having this type of identifying information, you know, just in the UI, you would think that they could just spare a couple of little things to let you know if the Pokemon is shiny. You know? Like if the Pokemon is shiny, just have the little sparkles sitting there. Is this...
What are we hunting today, Chief?
Right now, I am looking for Spinnerack. When I loaded into the game, I was literally right in the middle of a Spinnerack outbreak spot. And so I was like, you know what? Spinnerack hunting it is. I believe I'm 2 notices in.
So you're on your way to the 3rd nodie.
So... Yeah.
Spunder.
Yeah. Nice powerful spundering. Trying to find some spunners. Don't let its name fool you. This Pokemon does not have a rack. But yeah, like just the serious amount of failures when it comes to shiny hunting in this game, like from choosing not to import the shiny things from PLA, you know, like the sound effects and everything, and the sparkles and everything. To just not having a thing on this display that says that if they're shiny, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Wow, there were a lot of them over there. Jeez, it is going to town over there. Jeez.
Killed all the Spirax except the one in front of you.
Yeah, no, I had one like right in front of me. It was like, no, you watch me kill your friends. Yeah.
A Sparkle Aura, like, let's go.
Yeah, something. Like, the funny thing is, you have the Terra Pokemon, you know, the wild Terra Pokemon? They have, they are, like, super duper sparkly, and it's like, why couldn't shiny Pokemon have looked like that instead?
Right.
Like, why, you know, like, the game design choices you made here, my guy, like...
Duraludon and Shiny wasn't that much different, I feel like.
I think that's why they were saying it sucked. You know. Come on, there we go. Alright, anyway. But yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm having a hard enough time picking these things out against the grass. Hopefully, you know, hopefully the shiny is easier to see than the regular one. Okay, I'm not seeing that Noti, and I'm starting to get concerned that I missed it. Bitterblade. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Oh, am I on the last Noti? Okay, I didn't realize. I never saw the third one.
Ah, I see.
Okay. So I should probably, like, stop murdering them, like, wholesale. Yeah, I remember, I only saw 2 Noties, so... Look at all of the bugs. Jeez. There's almost as many bug-type Pokemon in that shot as there are glitches still left in the game. Alright, well luckily these spiders are not super aggressive, so I can just take my time wandering around seeing if I can find a different colored one. God, look at the sun reflecting off the water. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
But heaven forbid one of the trees looks scuffed. Oh God.
Oh boy, this is a call back to the complaining about the trees and swoosh.
Yeah. Like, I just want the graphics whores to stay away from this game. It's like if all you care about in the game is graphics, don't even buy a Switch.
Don't even bother
Yeah,
playing the game.
these games aren't for you. This game was made for people who enjoy gameplay, not for people who, couldn't possibly play a game unless it's in, 1,000 million p and freaking 570 frames per second.
Do be like that.
Like, fucking. That's the thing. The Switch has the Switch 2 has amazing capabilities, right? They really went all out on the capabilities for the thing, and within a couple years, there's going to be new systems from the other guys, and everybody will be bitching about the Switch's capabilities. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it doesn't do 8K and 790 frames per second. Fucking. Yeah, the thing is, when they originally announced it, I'm pretty sure the plan was to do a Q1 launch this year. So, the game, I believe, was delayed. And I'm okay with Pokemon games being delayed, because sometimes they need to be. It is not okay when the Pokemon TCG dictates the schedule of the Pokemon video game releases, and so the quality of the Pokemon video game releases suffers because they can't delay them because it would affect the TCG. I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I think this game needed a lot more time in the can to work out all the glitches and bugs. Maybe fix the terrain, things like that. But this is what we got, and I don't know, even after they do the Nintendo Switch 2 version, if this will ever be really fixed. I think this may be as good as we get with the fixes because they're prepared to move on to the next thing. Clearly. So, I will be really, really interested to see within the next couple months if they go ahead and announce the next pair of games, Gen 10. Because the way the TCG schedule works, we should be getting Gen 10 this year. If they're going to stick to the TCG dictating the pace of the game releases. If they change something, I think that might be a good change. I wouldn't hate it. They could say, oh yeah, the next block of TCG cards is going to be based on Pokemon Legends ZA. Great, do it. But like I said, right now, history dictates that with the current pattern that they're on, then they should be dropping a nice, powerful Gen 10 trailer of some kind. So, yeah. So, yeah, the thing with Scarvi, like I said, it had plenty of time in development, because I remember hearing back before Gen 8 released that Pokemon developers had visited Spain. And so a lot of people were speculating that Gen 8 was going to be set in Spain. But it turned out that Gen 8 was a British thing, and the Spanish trip was a research trip for Gen 9. So so it's something where they've managed to keep Gen 10 very quiet so far. It's very off of most people's radars, even though, like, pattern-wise, it should be announced literally any month now. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they within the next couple weeks they announce, hey, we're doing a direct in June, and because the thing is, they've weirdly decided not to do any TCG releases during June for Pokemon TCG, which to me, kind of says, well, what if they have something planned for June that they want everybody else or all the Pokemon fans to focus on? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if there's something coming in June that they want us to focus on, then they didn't want it, and they're purposely diverting all the TCG releases to either earlier or later, so that we don't have any other news in the Pokemon space to talk about. That would line up with my prediction that they're probably going to announce another pair of games. But I could be wrong. I kind of hope I'm wrong. Like I said, I hope that if they are working on Gen 10, it gets plenty of time in the development oven, and that it does not come out looking like freaking Cyberpunk.
Looking like Cyberpunk.
I mean, that game was nigh unplayable at launch.
Yeah, it was.
It was so full of glitches at launch, you couldn't play it. At least with Scarvi, we did get a day one update that fixed some of the worst glitches, but it was still breaking. It was still it still had game-ending glitches in it, and technically it still does, but most of the big ones have been ironed out. Like the ones that you get now are like very specific things, and we kind of know what triggers them, so we know how to avoid them. So like the Dragon Cheer glitch. So yeah, it's just the game still has problems even at this stage, but a lot of the big ones have been ironed out. Like right now, I think the biggest problem the game still has is the broken terrain, where you can have Pokemon spawning inside of walls because there's terrain under it that was not removed. Like they put terrain down, and then they put other terrain on top of it and didn't remove the terrain underneath it, and Pokemon are still spawning on that terrain underneath it. That is just so shit. You can still.
You can also say it feels a little bit more.
See, like instead of there being like a void with nothing down there, like in some areas there's like terrain under these. So, and Pokemon spawn there, and it's annoying. But that one looks like it was cleaned up, but most of the game that is not the case. And it may just be because Kitakami was more polished because they had more time to work on it. Because this is in Kitakami and not Paldea. But Paldea has some effed up terrain that makes it hard to shiny hunt things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Pokemon Champions release and it being like a cross-platform Pokemon Home connected thing, I honestly kind of wish that they would just say it's an update for Pokemon Home, and it's like, oh yeah, Pokemon Home has a battle mode now, instead of having two separate pieces of software that have to integrate with each other. Just adding the battle mode to Pokemon Home, I think probably would have been the smarter plan, but they did not do that. So here we are. And it's possible that they just wanted to make sure, because there probably are devices that are currently running Pokemon Home that will not be able to run Champions. So, because Champions is a more graphically intensive sort of an ask, So that's probably why, but but I feel like if you're going to have Pokemon Home on any device that you're running Champions on, you might as well just put it in the same freaking game. Where is my shiny Spoder? I need it. I would like a shiny Spoder, please. No. When in the trailer, they clearly showed somebody battling using a phone. Yeah, mobile is definitely not a spectator-only thing. Mobile will be able to play the game, against other people who are on Switch or Switch 2. It'll probably just be Switch 2.
Yeah.
But if they're smart, they will make it available to Switch owners, because that way they would be able to have a broader multi-platform player base. So. But yeah, Champions is supposed to be multi-platform, to where people will be able to use Pokemon Home on mobile to pick a team and battle with people that are playing on Switch, or Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, I don't see any reason not to put it on the Switch. I'm pretty sure they showed it on the Switch in the trailer, because the Switch 2 hadn't been revealed yet. So like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's going to wind up on both. I don't know, here's the thing, I don't know if it's going to be a free purchase, or like a thing you could download for free that has microtransactions in it, or if it's just going to be like a one-time charge to use it. I certainly hope it's not a subscription service. That would suck.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
That would be awful. But yeah, so because it's one of those things where the addition of Pokemon Champions does bring value to their existing games by giving people another way to use them. But also, they do probably have a lot of development cost in it, so I don't know if they're going to have to ask us for money for it. And if they do, I certainly hope they're not asking like $80 or $90 for each freaking copy. Of course, for the Switch 2, they probably, will lean toward closer to that end, for sure. Anyway, all I'm saying is that it doesn't seem right, from my perspective, for them to charge full game prices for it when you basically need other games to do anything with it. So I'm thinking if they do charge for it, hopefully it won't be a large amount. Stop killing things. Alright. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that home home is going to be a requirement for playing Champions. So it's and you're paying a subscription for home. So, like I said, I'm just, we're seeing a little bit of the needy-greedy from Nintendo right now. They went for a couple gens there without really trying to compete with the other hardware that was on the market, and then they're suddenly like, no, we have to now try to compete and run all the games that our competitors' hardware can run, and have all the bells and whistles and colonoscopy cameras, and we need to be able to have players communicate with each other like in the same exact way Discord does it, like without and then have like a freaking colonoscopy camera and and stream at 360p and 5 frames per century.
Nintendo out here trying to outdo Discord.
Yeah, just put Discord on your device, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that hard.
Just integrate Discord functionality with your device. It
Ugh.
would save you so much headache. Yeah. Like, what the frick?
I feel like at that point, the people who made Discord are just gonna go bankrupt and have to shut down their whole media.
Nah, like, see, because they could just sue Nintendo, and claim that they
Yeah,
patented it. they could go back and patent the way that their frickin' chat looks, and then sue Nintendo for it the way Nintendo's doing to Pal World. That'd be so ironic.
that would be that would be fucking amazing.
That'd be the most ironic shit ever if Discord just pulls a frickin' page out of Nintendo's own handbook and just sues them for being the frickin' Discord version of Pal World. You know?
Right. That would be fucking iconic as fuck.
Right. And isn't it ironic?
Really?
Don't you think? A little too ironic. Oh, come on. Where are the different colored spiders at?
Well, yeah, where are the blue spoders?
I'm just wandering around and I'm not seeing any spiders besides the green ones.
What the hell?
Man. But yeah, so... Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, if you are satisfied with one box of storage, then you are not using Pokemon Home. You are just using it. It's basically just a pass through. Like, I need Pokemon Home to store shit. Okay.
Same.
Like if you're satisfied with just one box of storage, that just means that you're using it as a pass through to move Pokemon around rather than actually storing anything in it.
It's literally just
nothing
like,
wrong with that. By the way, like, not trying to say there's anything wrong with it. It's just that for people like me who are going to sit here and just hunt everything, I need storage.
I think I legitimately have like 20 boxes of shinies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're using it as a pass through, so like it's totally okay thing to do. Like, not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that most players need more functionality than that from their Pokemon Home, so they're not. Oh wait, is that the blue one?
Hold up, I need to.
Come here, Spoder. Yes! Hello! We meet at last!
Shiny Spinnerack gives me memories of Crystal.
Look at that.
Back in the Crystal days.
Isn't it cute?
Yep. I would. By the way, the answer to your post, Nick, if you're still there, I would totally hug Spinnerack.
Snap.
I don't know about the ghost type question yet, but
I
might have already answered it. I just don't
think
remember.
with most ghost types, it's not going to be physically possible to kill. But
I mean, he's suing Zora.
there it is. Boom. Got it. Yeah.
You could totally cuddle with Hisuian Zora, right?
I mean, if it's got a physical body. That's the whole reason they're immune to normal typing is because physical bodies just pass right through them. Or normal and fighting.
It's for most ghostly looking Pokemon like Ghastly.
Like Ghastly is made of gas, so that's out.
Yeah.
But just
I guess.
It's the reason that you can't trap ghost Pokemon, and the reason they're immune to normal and fighting moves is because physical things just pass right through them.
Yeah.
Give Spinnerack a
I
nickname.
guess you could say the same for Duskull.
Yeah. Let's see.
Makes me wonder if all of Duskull except its like skull face is like incorporeal.
There we go. Spodermon? Spodermon. Okay, I forgot to check and see if this thing had a mark before I caught it, so let's take a look. Alright. Okay, so it is shiny AF. It has Swarm. Ew.
Changing that to
Oh,
Sniper.
it has a mark! It has a mark!
Ooh.
Oh, it's uncommon. Damn. Spodermon the Sociable. Yeah. It's just so
Now
sociable.
go after. Now it's time to go after Venonat.
God. Let's see. Let's look at these stats. Okay. Nothing amazing to write home about.
Yeah. That is manageable.
I like. I didn't mean to take a capture. I hate that. I was trying to heal the frickin' status, and it's like, no, this just heals HP. Because, you know, why would we program an auto heal function that was actually useful? Oh fuck.
Do you actually take the time out of your day to actually clear out the photo space that you accidentally
Every
take
once in a
snapshots?
while, I go in and I just wreck house in there. You know,
Just clear out the mistakes. Yeah,
clear out the
I do
mistake
that
photos
too.
because that's literally the only photos I take are mistakes. I don't use the photo function for anything else.
Reasonable.
It's kind of cringe that they added it. Don't know what they were thinking. Like,
Well, I mean, they added just so you can record clips onto the Switch and then pour them to your phone and then upload them to YouTube, like I did.
yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, like, I guess since
How
I
do you
have a
think that
capture
makes so
card,
many
it's
Isaac
completely
clips?
useless to me. But for people without
Yeah,
one,
like I
I suppose that's helpful. You know?
yeah. How do you think I upload so many Binding of Isaac clips?
Yeah.
That was all me from my Switch. Upload, transfer to my phone and onto YouTube.
Yeah.
They go.
I mean, that's great. You know, it'd be better if you could just connect directly to the computer and stream onto a PC. But you know.
Yeah.
That'd
One day
be
I'm
too
gonna be able to
much.
have the power to do that, but not with my shitty PC. Not happening.
Let's see. I had to check their legs to make sure they're not pink. Because they're in the shade and the lighting hits them different. Damn it, Illumise. These Illumise showing up here are pissing me off. Because they're like that blue and pink color combo that the shinies are. Yeah.
Yep.
Keeps making me double take. Really know how to make me mad. Random Volbeat. Shiny Chikorita, no outbreak, no thanks. I gotta have at least
Fuck that.
I gotta have at least an outbreak or a sandwich, man. You know, if you don't have either of those things, you're not hunting. You're just randomly running around
Torture
and
yourself.
hoping that you run into something.
You're just torturing yourself at that rate.
Yeah. It's like walking into the woods without a rifle, just dressed in your freaking camo and, you know, smearing yourself with deer urine. Yeah, I'm hunting a deer. What are you doing when you find it? Well, I'm going to try to grab its antlers and snap its neck.
Alright, it's like trying to shiny hunt a 1% encounter in a Pokemon
You're just making
game.
it needlessly hard on yourself, you know? Like, there are other ways to go about it.
Note to self, I actually did find a 1% encounter and a shiny encounter in a Pokemon game before.
Yeah. But,
You recall the shiny Yanma story that I've told like
Yeah.
50 times?
but yeah, so it's just, you know. You know.
Ooh.
But yeah, what you're describing, you know, going with no outbreak or anything. That's like that's not shiny hunting. That's shiny wishing.
I'm trying to find a needle at haystack,
Just
literally.
wishing that the shiny Pokemon will show up without really actually doing anything to facilitate that happening.
I'm just trying to shiny hunt a 1 in 9,000 odds fucking mon.
It's like those people who like just sit there and like pray for money, like it's just gonna fall out, like you know, like God's just gonna drop a briefcase full of it from the sky, you know.
They,
It's like, you want money, then do stuff that might get you some money, and then pray about that, you know. Like, don't just pray for Uncle Pennybags to drop by on his way to the bank and hand you $5,000 to launder, you know. Like, you know.
oh man.
Alright. Before using casino slot machine. I mean, at least a casino slot machine in most places has a chance of giving you money. Like,
Yeah, as opposed to what you're saying doesn't.
like, here's the thing. Here's the thing you need to understand about casinos. The ones in Vegas, the reason everybody goes to Vegas to gamble is because in Vegas, their slot machines have rules and regulations. You'll notice if you go to Vegas, the slot machines have the odds posted on the machine. Like, they have to let you know what the odds of hitting each particular outcome are on the machine, and they have people who come by regularly to make sure the machine is paying out with those odds. Like they get checked like regularly, and they'll have like a sticker on there that says when the machine was last inspected. So they actually have to have their machines, set to pay out like properly, right? The ones at casinos on Native American property, I don't know about other states, but I know that the ones here in my state, they don't have those. They don't have odds, and a lot of the time, those machines are not set up to pay out based on odds. They are set to pay out during their busiest times of day. So,
Yeah.
So the machine will, the machine will sit there forever and only pay out like little tiny prizes every once in a while, and then like it'll hit a relatively big prize when there's a whole bunch of people in the casino. So now there's good and bad things about this, right? The bad thing is, of course, that it's basically ripping people off. The people that just show up and play it like for hours, they're gonna just lose a ton of money. But yeah. But the thing is, if you know what the times are and which machines are set to pay out, then you can actually exploit that. You can sit there and wait until the busiest times of the casino's day, and then try to hit, and then try a few spins and see if you can hit the jackpot on it. But other than that, you're better off with those types of machines playing like the legit gambling games, like like blackjack or poker, things like that.
Yeah. It's just crap.
Because the electronic ones are not your friends at the casino. And like I said, especially true on in places where they don't have those same regulations that they have to hold themselves to. Because like I said, the ones in Vegas, you at least have a fair shot according to the odds posted on the machine. Those odds are not posted in a lot of Native American casinos, and you need to be very careful. Because the casino nearest to me, now, like, here's the thing: it's not odds based. It's still not, it's even during peak hours. It's still not odds based. What it is like I said, they have machines, like specific machines that are set to pay out during specific times of day. Oh, this machine will pay out relatively big, not necessarily the jackpot, but it'll pay out relatively big around 4 o'clock p.m. So if you happen to be on that machine around that time, then it may give you a decent amount of money because it wants other people in the casino to see somebody winning, so that they will try the slots. That is literally all they're doing, is they're advertising, trying to get more people on the slot machines.
Yeah.
They're trying to show the other patrons, look at how loose our slot machines are. That casino, when it first opened up, they, for like the first month or two, or maybe 3, people were winning all the time up there. They'd go up there and they'd come back telling stories. Oh man, I won $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. I'd hear all these people talk about how much money they won and how easy it was to win up there and all this crap. And it's because that's how they planned it, because they just opened. They want everybody to go in and win a whole bunch of money, and then come back and tell their friends about it, so that their friends will go. because that's how they get the people to start gambling, And then once it had been like 3 months or so, they cut the odds off and started just bilking people, So, I said, I'm not saying that you can't win money out there. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm just saying that the big jackpots don't seem to be a thing, and I've heard a lot of people telling stories about various casinos where, they went and they spun the thing and it landed on like the biggest jackpot that they can get out of the machine, and then the technician comes over and they're like, "Oh, sorry, this machine's malfunctioning. It's not a real jackpot." And the thing is, if you're on Native American land, there ain't shit you can do about it. Like in Vegas, you have recourses. There's legal recourses that you have in a Native American casino. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, there's I think in Vegas, the last I heard in Vegas, it was card counting was legal. Like, because the thing is, there's not, like, because some people think it's illegal to count cards. And unless they've changed those laws recently, and I don't think there is, because there's no real way to enforce it. There's no real way, like, it's one of those things where counting cards is not necessarily illegal. Like I said, check the laws where, if you're going to Vegas, check the laws, of course. But like I said, a lot of places counting cards is not illegal. And the main reason, the thing is, if you're going to count cards in a casino, be careful. Be very careful. Because if a casino thinks you're counting cards, they will usually ask you to leave. If they ask you to leave, just leave. If you win a whole bunch of money from them, some of these casinos get very mad and may try to hurt you. So even if you are not asked to leave politely, maybe after you've won a little bit of money, don't get greedy. Just take your winnings, cash them out, get out of there. Like, it's not worth having some big burly Native American dude break your limbs because you wanted to sit in on a few more hands at the blackjack table.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is illegal to use a tool for it. Yes, it is illegal to use.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. But yeah, exactly. Like there's, you see it in movies because the thing is, a lot of the old casinos in Vegas used to be directly connected to the mafia. A lot of them are not anymore because they figured out after a while that it was just better. It just made better sense to just run the casino legitimately than to use it for money laundering because they made more money just running the frickin' casino. It is really hard to lose money running a casino unless you're really bad at it. So, but one of the ways that you can lose money at casinos is when people are counting cards at your blackjack table. And a lot of the time, the people that do it, they run in teams, right? Because it is it's safer because like you have kind of some strength, a little bit of strength in numbers. And B, when you're running it in teams, it's a little harder to detect. So, but yeah. Like I said, it's something where what gets most card counters in trouble is that they get greedy and that they overdo it. Learn what the rules are in the area you're going to be gambling, and try to protect yourself as best you can.
Yeah. Just that simple.
You know,
Really.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, that that group of students that went around and did it, I can't remember if it was Harvard or MIT, but anyway, but they had they had like groups of college kids that used to go around and do that, you know, and they would change their faces, they would change their members all the time, so that the casinos wouldn't recognize them, you know. But anyway, because they knew, like, because the thing is, once you get thrown out of one casino in an area, like let's say you're in Vegas, if you get thrown out of one casino in Vegas for anything, every casino on the strip is going to know about it.
Yep.
Like, they will pass your security camera footage and your pictures, whatever, on to every other casino in the area. So they will be looking for you. So, like I said, once you get kicked out of a casino in Vegas, you are pretty much done. You know, if you do go to any other casinos, they may insist that you stay off the blackjack table, or they may, you know, like it's one of those things where I heard a story one time about this guy who was a professional magician. They would not let him near the card tables. He had to just sit on the video machines. He would play video poker. You know? So
Yeah.
So they may let you in with restrictions if they know that you're a card counter, or they will just deny you entry entirely. So, but yeah, so yeah, it's but yeah, like I said, you meet people like that in Vegas. People that are you know, like, because Vegas has a lot of magicians, a lot of performers, you know. So, you know, but yeah, because the thing is, a lot of these casinos double as hotels. They do not want to lose your business as a hotel customer. If you are a hotel customer, if you are, you know, like, so like I said, they may, you know, they may allow you into the casino if it's a hotel casino and you're staying there, but they may put restrictions on what you can and can't do there. You know. Yeah, well, the thing with, like, I don't know what this magician was doing. He may have just been a card counter, but it's one of those things where, yeah, cheating is definitely not legal in casinos, and maybe they were just being paranoid about it. You know, like, he may not have ever done anything to them. They may have just been paranoid, but yeah, the person who told me the story was like, yeah, I met this guy and he was playing the one of the video card games, and I don't think it was video poker. I think it was like War or something like that. Anyway, I guess this guy had gotten good at it to where if there was another person playing with him, he could predict what the game was going to do well enough to just win shit tons of money at it. So he would just sit there all night winning, as long as there was somebody else to play with. When he was forced to play by himself, he was basically just at the game's mercy, and he would lose a lot of money. But you know.
Yeah, that's kind of a dirty trick.
But when there was another person there, the game's behavior changed in a way that was very easier for him to predict, apparently. So in the story, the guy was like, yeah, this guy would he'd tell me, okay, bet big here, you know, and he's like, and then I would make a lot of money, you know. So,
yeah.
You know.
That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, like, because what happens is, the casinos that also double as hotels, right? Some of these casinos, it's not just if you win big. Sometimes it's just if they, like, there's actually videos on this that you can watch. But basically, if you figure out who the pit boss is, if you're at a casino in Vegas, figure out who your pit boss is, and then when you see the pit boss walk by your table, place a bigger bet. You know. bet $100, bet 1,000. You know, whatever the a big bet that's in your comfort zone. You know, like if you're way up, bet 1,000. You know, just show the pit boss that you are betting big money. The pit boss will walk by and offer you stuff. You know, comped rooms, free buffet tickets. You know, like just stuff. You know, so yeah, the pit boss, if they determine that you are on a hot streak or something like that, and they see you playing and winning and betting a lot of money, they will absolutely offer you comp stuff to keep you playing, because they know that if you're on a hot streak and you're winning a lot and your betting is loose, then they will eventually win that money back from you. So yes, they want to keep you in the casino, in the hotel, in their ecosystem, spending that money. You know, it's absolutely a real thing. Yeah.
Seems about right.
Yeah. Oh man.
Holy fuck.
But yes, I don't have Vegas gambling type money. I don't even have egg money.
That's understandable.
Yeah. My mom gave me some eggs. I made some delicious omelets with them. And I was like, man, eggs in this economy, crazy.
Exception.
Yeah. Hopefully one day, after I get some more books published, hopefully I can get the house of my dreams and, you know, live very comfortably. That'd be nice. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow. Imagine being that petty. Oh, you want $50? Here you go. Oh, you want $2? Fuck you. Get out of my store.
Oh, you want $1? Fuck you, then.
Alright. That's crazy. But yeah. Yeah, just remember, casinos are not set up to help you win. They're kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the outbreak I was at? Oh, it's this one. I remember because there was a fire crystal near it. I got way far away from the outbreak I was hunting. Oh my gosh. Out of the grass! Stupid dog.
focused on talking about gambling, and then that he just strayed away from the outbreak by like
I
2
did
miles.
stray away from the outbreak by a lot. I just randomly walked around. And then I saw a Spinnerack outbreak nearby, and I was like, oh, there's the outbreak. It's like, well, wait, no. It's like, oh, you found one. And I was like, oh, I found one? I thought I was already, like, balls deep in this one, you know? Anyway. Fresh Spinnerack spawns. Where's the blue one? Oh, fuck you. If you're not the shiny, get away from me. Fucker.
Just denied.
Stop
Heavily.
blending into the fucking grass, you assholes.
Blending into the
Jeez.
grass.
Yeah, like the grass with the sun reflecting off of it, it's all like, you know, green and yellow, and they just blend right the fuck in. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
They're like little Pokemon speed bumps.
Pokemon. And there needs to be a Fakemon that's basically just a speed bump.
Right. Can you imagine, you know how like you have those maps that have like the ramp for your bike? Can you imagine like if, you know, some of those puzzles there was just an arbitrary freaking speed bump Pokemon just hanging out in the middle of it? And you know, when you try to go up on the ramp, it just starts a Pokemon encounter.
Yeah.
It's like
Basically what just happened.
yeah, just oh my gosh. Why are none of you blue? I'm literally running over here where the grass is shorter. Wait. Oh no, that's just flowers. Okay. Yeah, there's all these blue flowers around here, and I'm like, man, that's like the same color as the freaking shiny. It kills me. It kills me, Vegeta. Alright. Yeah. Maybe I should just go look for Venonat now.
Yeah. It's quite easy to see because
Yeah,
the eye was
just
blue.
one quick look around, and then we'll go Venonat hunting, I think. Yeah, you tell him, Puccina.
I have not been bothering with this fucking outbreak events really at all.
Okay, so let's see. So we got Rowlet, Venonat. Rowlet and Venonat are actually the same Pokemon, it's just one's cosplaying as the other. Anyway. Venonat is just a Rowlet wearing a fursuit. There's Chin Chin. Lolamuck. Tentacool. Apple Hands. Okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna mark this one right here. Then taxi right into the that one right there. Alright. Into the Venoverse. Here we go.
Into the Venoverse.
Alright. I don't even know if I have a shiny Venonat already.
Probably don't. If I had to guess.
Dude. Did I just... Did this just freeze? Okay, no. No, it's fine. Jeez.
Heart attack.
I know, right? Frick. Remember, kids. This game does... Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
It's just right fucking there.
Wow, there's no shot in fucking hell that thing just spawned instant goddamn painlessly.
Insta-spawned a shiny.
That has happened to me before, dude. Believe me. Jeebus Christ.
Mer.
Mer.
Mer. Mer. Mer. Throwing dive balls at it. Yeah, leech life, the fire ghost type.
Oh my god, it's shiny corn. You need to catch.
Shiny corn, yep.
You need to catch him.
Catch the boy.
Like, I literally,
Let's go. Critical capture,
just
come on.
walked up to
Or
this
not critical.
outbreak and there's a shiny just standing there. I haven't killed a damn
Yeah.
one yet.
Nice.
Holy shit.
No, he's popping out.
Two. Oh, damn.
Oh my god. Oh no, he poisoned me. That dick.
That corn.
That layer dick.
Oh, you little corn. Oh, I love corn.
Yeah, who doesn't? He's omnipresent, exists in Pokemon. He also exists in Disgaea.
My Pokemon expelled the
And,
poison so I wouldn't have to worry.
Nice.
You could tell it was pissing me off, so he's just like, you know what? And then it was
He's
gone,
like, why don't you give us a critical capture while you're at it, game?
right?
Okay, so
Throw balls at
for
it.
those who don't know of the context of the name corn, the Venonat, it basically predates back to Vietnamese crystal.
Yeah, that's Venonat's name, and Vietnamese crystal is just corn in all caps, and I thought it was funny enough to make it into an inside joke.
God,
Yeah.
And hilariously enough, it wasn't that big of an inside joke until I played Disgaea 6, like the full game for the first time on the Switch after trying out the demo. And anyways, my first Mothman that I created, I chose a random name for it, which happened to be corn, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of similar biologically, at least, or to Venonat or to Venomoth, the evolution of Venonat. So hey, now that's just canon. Now it's the canon nickname for it. Blue corn. Let's go.
Blue-eyed
Oh
corn.
yeah, those eyes look. Yeah, that's honestly still one of the best looking shinies to this day. Also, hi Nick.
Hello, I'm here. Hi.
with eyes of blue.
Oh,
I just insta-caught a Venonat.
Yeah,
Venonat.
beautiful.
Like,
You know what's funny, actually? I was gonna save my Venonat hunt for when I got my Switch 2, but then they just said bug type event. I was like, fucking okay.
did you get one already, or?
I'm doing a stream in about an hour, so no,
Oh shit!
not
Wait,
yet.
wait. Is that event? Please tell me that event's going to be going on June 5th.
It's not.
no, it will not. It's gonna end like literally today.
Wow.
Is it,
Oh,
No,
well.
no,
it,
it started today.
it's
It's
a
ending like on
three-
Monday.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3-day outbreak event, and it's gonna end.
I figured. Hey,
in a
at least
couple
I'm gonna. I don't mind as long as I'm going to be able to raid Hydreigon, which I should be able to since they haven't announced anything on it yet.
Well, I'm gonna assume they will throw in the announcement on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean obviously just based on when the Switch 2 comes out, and I pre-ordered mine. Yeah, I'm set. I'm fine. I'll be able to raid with you guys for that one.
Well, that's assuming they actually announce it for.
Yeah.
The...
Yeah, assuming. I mean,
Yeah.
based on the time frame of the previous ones, it should be like sometime within the first 2 weeks of the Switch 2 being out.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I would imagine they'd want to break for a little bit just because of the new console, but you know, it's their game. They could do anything they want.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know if they're gonna take a break, if they're gonna, like, I don't know. Because I know there's that update that's literally already been completed. It's a day one release, so yeah. I don't know if they're gonna do anything, any kind of. Well, I'm sure the update's just the same game, just running on better hardware. I'm sure it's cross-compatible with Switch 1 players, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't think anyone will have to worry about that.
Yeah.
This Venonat raid, or this Venonat outbreak would have been really crazy on Switch 2.
Well, yeah, because they can show up more than 15 at a time, so
Yeah.
there's more spots to check.
I just wanted to see how Tag Tree
Yeah,
Thicket and
Martian.
Area Zero operated on Switch 2 hardware. That seems,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a good excuse to hunt the two of them.
Yeah, the first, yeah. If I hadn't already shiny hunted, actually, there's still a lot of shinies I could get in Area Zero, so yeah. Because there was, of course, I've only gotten like 2 shinies down there, I think, or 3. The first thing I want to do is jump from the top of Area Zero to the bottom, though, and see if I get any frame drops or not. Most people out here are going to be stress testing Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but no, Aequan is just yeah.
Right, yeah.
Being a true gamer.
A real gamer.
Straight up gaming it.
Here is a game pushing our Nintendo Switch to the limit, and here is that same game on the Switch 2.
It's Legends. It's Scarlet and Violet, but at a higher frame rate.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it doing? Kill the... God.
Well, obviously that's a shiny hunger.
Alright, apparently.
Yeah, it's such a shiny that the game didn't want you to catch it.
Yes.
Catch it, Nappa! Catch it with your teeth! I have to kill everything in the general area.
Kill.
Kill them like the rest.
Kill them like the rest.
Like the rest.
Pull out a knife on the... Well, Sarah Ledge is kind of knives.
Right.
Yeah.
There is a not shiny Venonat behind you. Kill it like the rest.
Stab him in the eye.
Why is it always the fucking eye?
And just the one eye.
I saw
Stab both
something.
of them.
By the way, speaking of like Switch games, I saw something really cool at GameStop today that I would have got if I had the money, and it was someone had traded in their physical copy of Disgaea 4 Complete Plus for the Switch, and I already owned that game on the Switch, but that would have been like Hollow Knight, or because I bought Hollow Knight physically despite already owning it digitally, since I wouldn't say it's a rare game to have see at GameStop, since you can buy it on like I think Nicalis' website. I'm pretty sure NIS you can buy those games, but it's cool to see it in the games. Yeah, sometimes it's just cool to see it because they don't have they have limited copies from what I know. So it was a traded-in copy, which makes sense because I was like, that's from 2019, I think, is when that came out, or 2020, according to the eShop. But so that was cool. But,
yeah, I did some item world grinding on Disgaea 7 earlier. So.
On Disgaea 7?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't do any
Yeah,
story.
I
I did some grinding in the item world just to.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say Disgaea 7's definitely feels a lot more like 5 with the grinding.
It feels pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like I wish that they
Yeah.
left in some of the features that 6 added, but you know.
Yeah, the leveling is one of the things I like the return of, but I'm assuming that
It says the number is definitely getting lower.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's
That's the second one, right? Oh man, I hope I'm not going overkilling it with this.
I'm still hunting Magnemite in Legends Arceus.
Nice.
That hunt.
Its partial fruition has been reached, and by that I mean I accidentally ran into a shiny alpha Purugly.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
I was like,
I
wow.
saw the clip you posted where you got a Skuntank.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So you got a shiny of Jupiter's ace and a shiny of Mars's ace.
Yes, I mentioned that in my comments section. I was like, I got to get a Toxicroak now.
Yeah.
The whole trio.
Yeah. It's...
Jeez. All right.
But another time. I'm not too interested in Toxicroak right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad raid mon, honestly.
Nah.
There's a couple of raids that he just slaps at.
Yes.
And you can run it with dry skin for absorbing water type moves.
I like Toxicroak because when I was first playing Diamond and Pearl, when I was just getting into Pokemon, and Anticipation would proc and let me know that I had something super effective, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always like Toxicroak for its cry and design. It's got a cool
Same,
design.
honestly. I love Toxicroak's cry.
Yeah, same.
In fact, Sinnoh honestly has probably some of the best sounding cries in general introduced, like Luxray, Staraptor, Kricketune.
That's a thing that lets you know a Pokemon exists.
Yeah.
Dialga's cry is iconic.
I'm not gonna do that actually. What the hell? Yeah.
Scream right now.
It's actually one of the Pokemon that it could just be me, but it sounds like it's actually saying its name.
Yeah.
Like, but distorted.
Scream.
Like a freaking what's his name? The Peperimon. Well,
Yeah.
That cry's hilarious.
Alright. Just change Pepe Ree's cry. just change Pepe Ree's cry to Evil Neuro screaming.
oh my god, yeah.
Read.
Evil
Fuck
Neuro,
you,
I choose
Vito.
you. Oh, there are not many Venonat left from the original outbreak. I'm literally just going around looking at their eyes now.
What you gotta do, man?
It do be like that.
It doobie doobie.
These damn damn dog barks. I swear.
Damn barking dogs. You damn dirty barking beanie babies.
Right?
Oh, man. Oh, there's another one.
Yay!
Oh wow!
We are
Oh,
completely
we got the whole
synchronized.
line now.
Yeah,
Nice.
there we go. Come here.
Let's go.
It's time to throw
What
balls
was
at
the
it.
name of
looked
the...
really nice.
Oh, wow.
I
Critical catch
think
first try.
wasn't its name like if you're asking what the name of Vietnamese crystal is for Venomoth, which Hunger King obviously doesn't have to name it that. I think it was like Mirim or something. I don't remember
Nolif?
actually. Nolif, yeah, Nolif. It was Nolif. I'm pretty sure it was Nolif actually. Which
Yeah,
you don't have to name it that. Obviously, it's not as funny.
Yeah, you do what you want, but like,
Yeah.
it's just funny. I have that engraved in my skull.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
No
life.
No life.
Yes.
No life. Because he's a bug.
Does no life have a mark though?
He's
got no lift.
No
Yeah,
life.
he
does
has.
not have a mark.
He have a no lift.
Oh man. Let's see. Let me look at the.
Should have gotten the rare mark on it, so it would be no life the recluse.
All
Yeah.
right.
Decent attack. That's not bad. That's what you want for Venomoth.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's Spinarak, Venonat. What was the third thing?
The Tarantula. Which
Tarantula.
Spidops has a great shiny that makes him look
It
like
really
Spider-Man.
does.
Oh my god! Okay, we'll just get the fucking third one.
What, another one?
Another
hey, another one.
shiny corn.
Another one? Yeah,
I'll
these
just be
have
over here
boosted-
catching a Venonat.
These have boosted shiny odds, yeah.
Me IRL.
I'll
He
just
entered
be
a
over
room
here.
full of
It's a
champion
female, too.
corns.
Oh my
Nice.
god. Oh man. No.
Triple Venonat. Oh no, he's leeching your life.
Alright. Please don't leech me. Damn. Using Zen headbutt. That is.
This is
So
kind of
sorry,
reminding
Daisy.
me of my Porygon outbreak that I did because I didn't find any shinies till the end of the outbreak, and I got like all 3 of them at the end. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I think I only got 2 out of that one.
Yeah,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
that's fine. Most people don't even use regular Porygon. I just decided, you know what? Since I got a 3rd one, I might as well have the whole line.
Yeah.
That's
It's all about that Porygon 2, baby.
Porygon
Hell
2 is Porygon 2 honestly is. I used to be a huge Porygon Z fan, but I'm more recently starting to like Porygon 2 more.
Stand by for
It's gonna be more fun.
Porygon Z.
I am the biggest Porygon Z apologist, but Porygon 2 is better.
Yeah.
It's just the better Pokemon because of Eviolite.
Yeah, you can just slap it.
Oh, critical capture! There we go. That got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at it. Would you like to give it a nickname? Let's see here.
Well, that one sucked your life, so you can't name it. You can't name it No Life because it
Right.
stole yours. It sucked your life is a hilarious sentence out of context.
Oh god. That Rhydon was coming straight at me.
Ah!
Right on jump scare.
Right. Okay, let's take a look at it. Let's see. Check summary. No mark. Naughty nature.
Naughty.
Oh, it's so naughty, Lord Frieza. Okay, no good special attack. You put it in the wrong. You put the
That's not what you want at all.
wrong no good stat.
Not at
Wrong
all,
no good stat. Oh no. Oh, this is tragic.
Quite tragic indeed.
Pretty good. That's
Damn.
not what you want. That means it's like 20 or above.
Yeah, that was.
I think.
bad. Okay.
I don't know the exact like numbers. I just know that like the paradoxes in Area 0, the legendary ones, they have 20, and that's classified as pretty good.
Alright.
I don't actually know if that's like the minimum though.
That stat total was bad. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's actually, like, this outbreak is legit popping. Just.
It's like another shiny just appears.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
The fourth one that you can turn into the Mega Evolution for Venomoth's new evolution. Just
Right,
kidding.
If and when.
It doesn't even get not just a Mega. It gets an evolution before that Mega, both in the same region. Both in the
Dude,
same region.
Eviolite Venomoth would go crazy.
like Mega Man.
Actually, hold on. Let's check out Venomoth on Pokemon Database. Just out of curiosity, these stats, I'm pretty
These
sure
stats.
it's got like.
I'm pretty sure
shit.
Venomoth is
Yeah,
one of the Pokemon ever.
75 special defense and 60 defense. Imagine those with Eviolite, and 90 special attack, 90 speed. Yeah, that would be very beyond solid.
Yeah.
Venomoth is one of the Pokemon ever. They just
Yes,
kind of
is.
made it and said, "All right, we're done."
It's one of the most
I've always loved
It's one of
Venomoth.
the most Pokemon ever.
Yes, one of the most Pokemon of all time.
It's
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
don't
most
forget,
Pokemon
it is
of
a
all
quiver
time.
dance, of course, a quiver
And
dance
yet we all
user.
love it.
So yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a single person say, "Oh yeah, Venomoth sucks. I hate it." I've never heard anybody say that.
You know
I've loved it since before I was into competitive or
You know what
anything. I
my
just think
least
it's a neat
favorite thing
design.
about Venomoth is?
What's your least favorite
that,
thing about
that it
Venomoth?
was switched with Butterfree at birth.
Oh yeah.
True.
Like, because it's so obvious that Butterfree was meant to evolve from Venonat. It's not even funny. And that Venomoth was meant to evolve from Metapod. like,
Yeah, and even Caterpie's design and everything.
yeah, Caterpie and
You know what? You make a good point there. I did.
Caterpie and Venonat share a ton of design characteristics, and the if you look at Metapod and Venomoth side by side, you could tell that that's what that was supposed to turn into. And they're like,
Kanto.
we want
Kanto
the cute
has some
butterfly
weird.
somewhere early
Yeah.
in the game. You know?
Yeah, Kanto has some weird things too, because they're like, it might just be weird lore with Kanto, because there's also the thing with Gengar, like potential, like looking kind of like a shadow to Clefable.
Right. Well, you know why, right?
Like,
because Gengar's name,
there's-
it's Japanese, is Ganga, which it's meant to be it's meant to be a short for the word doppelganger. It's Clefable's doppelganger.
Oh wow, yeah. So I was wondering if there was some kind of lore thing
That's
with
the lore thing.
Caterpie.
Gengar is the doppelganger.
Yeah.
Like Caterpie and Venomoth.
Caterpie's is
I don't
probably
think
just
it's
a design
lore
thing.
I just think it was
It's
a
probably
game
just-
direction decision. I think they said,
Yeah.
"Hey, we want the cute bug Pokemon to be earlier in the game," and so they switched them. Like, I think that's all it was. Yeah. So you have these two Pokemon that look insanely like each other that don't have anything to do with each other evolution-wise. Yeah.
I like Clefable.
The Fable's cool. Little Pixie. But yeah. But yeah, so like it's one of those things where when they localized Gengar, rather than having it, rather than keeping the Japanese, because like I said, it should be pronounced Ganga. So they should have switched the A and the E to keep but like the thing is, you know, because that would have been more consistent with the spelling of the English doppelganger. Or I guess doppelganger is actually technically a German word, I think. But
Yeah.
But
Hi, Venomoth.
but it would have been more
Hi,
consistent
Venomoth.
with the Americanized spelling of the word doppelganger, and it would have made the name make more sense.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, poor Clint.
Overtime! But yeah, I'm sorry, man. That
Working to
sucks.
overtime. Yeah. Gotta have the umlaut. Oh ja. Zaganga. Going back.
I
Literally just
am
running around
stumped.
checking their eyes.
Be like that.
This is a birdhouse.
Right.
Dear
This is aggressive.
Right.
The birdhouse is aggressive.
God, Pokemon Clover the movie, Jack Black plays Professor Stump.
God.
That's what I was thinking
Please
of
no.
for some reason. God.
Yes, please.
I see that because Caps posted the thing about the Dark Souls one with Dark Souls. That would be horrible. This
God.
is a bonfire. What? God.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, look in Pokemons. I posted a picture of nuts with a phalanx hidden in it somewhere. Nobody's found the phalanx yet.
I'm dead. It's right there.
No, he didn't. Caps did not find the phalanx. I promise you that phalanx is hidden somewhere in the nuts.
Hold on, let me look at this image again. Let's see.
He's in there. I promise you. I'm not trolling.
Let's see. Because it's probably one of those things where, like...
You gotta look deep in those nuts, my guys.
It's right next to the dragon.
Wait, what the fuck? Where's the dragon?
The dragon eats nuts.
Oh, fuck!
He didn't get the joke.
Damn, you really got me with that one.
Caught you off guard, Nick.
Okay, but I think it's like the...
You guys want a hint?
Scroll it out.
Oh, man.
It's okay, give us a hint, I guess.
He is in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fair.
That's helpful.
Which
I guess that's where he is. I guess
It's
he's
a Pokemon.
he's just down there.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll just tell you guys. It's on
Oh
the
my gosh.
left. Did you just find it as soon as I said that?
Hold on.
It's on the left.
On the left.
Well, what are you laughing at, Hunger?
Oh, man. Nothing.
You laughing at those nuts?
No, definitely not. There's nothing funny about nuts.
I'm pretty sure there's something funny about nuts.
It's funny about dragon.
Oh, man.
I'm not falling for it twice.
There was a game of Among Us where
Oh my gosh, I see him!
Yes! Quit!
I see him! I found him! I see the eye! I can see
I'm still looking for him.
he's just peeking out there.
there's a game of Among Us where
Let's go.
Congratulations,
Toast-
Aquan.
this guy's Toast was playing,
Thank
and
you.
they got into the meeting, and Toast is like, you know, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I saw somebody faking dragon, and they're like, dragon? What are you talking about? He's like, drag these nuts, and they voted him out immediately. Like,
Oh, I see now. His eye is like, okay, it's literally just underneath there.
Yeah.
oh man, just
Oh, that took me a second. I was like, wait.
Oh my god. Look at what Quent posted in the Pokemon My Ass. Yeah, the thing from Pokemon My Ass, he like put it there for some reason. It's unironically one of the funniest images I've seen.
Difficulty hard.
Blood put,
I don't think I played
blood
that
put
hack
his
in
ass in the
like
nuts.
20 years. Wait, I would have been like 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, it really did take you guys a while.
Yeah. And I feel so stupid now that I see it. Like, I should have been paying more attention.
You should have been paying more attention.
Yeah.
Andy's nuts.
Here. Here, I've got a part 2. This one's harder. This one's harder.
Oh no.
Well, time to find it. Oh, god damn it. That's hilarious.
It's like that one where with the Groudon and
Oh
the
my-
picture of Waldo at the beach, you know. It's like finding
Yeah.
Groudon, you know.
Finding a charisma.
I'm not gonna lie,
Hilarious.
that one took me like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Man.
Personally, I don't see him. I don't, because you see, the
Oh,
thing is, the one in the image. No, because you see, the thing is, the one in the image is bigger, so that's not what they're telling us to look for.
Yeah.
They're telling us to find one that's smaller, and I don't see it. So yeah, it's really hard.
Jeez.
Obviously in the shadow of the nuts.
Alright.
That's a sentence.
Alright.
Yeah. I definitely didn't make that up.
Under the nuts. Under the nuts.
Far
Oh my
away
god,
from
I
me.
just logged onto Twitter, saw
At the end of
Deltarune post.
Clover.
Can you believe it, guys? Deltarune! Just a week away. Woohoo!
I mean,
Nice, I
isn't
can't
isn't it
wait.
less than a week now?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, they're actually releasing it on the 4th, I believe.
6 days.
So
5.
yeah, 5
5 to 6.
days. 4 by now, actually. I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, you're right. 5. Yeah, because of the 4th, it says 8-4 on the release date trailer. So it's funny. I mean, they're getting it out there because
No, 8-4 is the publisher.
Oh,
They're,
8-4.
they're in charge of the
8-4.
Japanese
My God,
translation.
I need to get some sleep. I've been up for like 14 hours, anyways. It's 5 or 6-4, whatever. So it's the 5th. It's the 5th. It's the 5th. Like I remembered it being. For some reason, I thought that they changed it. Whatever.
No, actually, they're just delaying Deltarune, and it's coming out in August. Just kidding, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew they would do this. They were released on August 4th, 2027. No, it's gonna be on the same day as the Switch. But, yeah. So yeah, like 5 or
Someone
6.
posted on another
something like
server then in
And we've
the
got
next
Silk Song.
the
But
next-
Donkey Kong is back, baby!
Donkey Kong is back, baby!
I love that. I just love how he glazes over Silk Song.
Never
I
mind.
love Silk Song, by the way. Anyways, so okay, well, can you please say what you were gonna
I
say?
was literally about to mention something about the Pokemon presents. July the 22nd?
Oh, they're doing
Yeah.
it in July? Okay. I was talking about one
Yeah.
earlier. I was like, they're gonna do one in the next couple months. You just
Yeah,
wait.
especially since Legend ZA had its release date revealed officially
Yeah, I
October
was like,
16th. I can't wait.
I was like, this is something related to ZA, I bet.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna
Yeah.
announce Gen 10.
I think it's really funny. They're so adamant about not doing trailers. They just logged onto Twitter and said the game's coming out October 16th. Deal with it.
Yeah.
But,
Which, I mean, I can see it. The game looks almost finished. So, yeah.
Because what I was talking about earlier is that right now, the last for the past several past decade or so, the video game release dates have been tied to the TCG product. So the video games have been coming out on a very set one gen every 3 years sort of a schedule. So by that pattern, unless they decide to do something really weird and change things up, we should be getting Pokemon Gen 10 this year. So originally, I think Pokemon Legends ZA was supposed to be a early release for this year, but it was delayed. But if they are trying to hold to this pattern, they will not delay Gen 10. So it'll have to come out this year.
Oh boy.
So
I can't
my
wait.
thought is the Direct in July is going to have Gen 10 shit in it. Like, there'll be a bunch of other useless shit in it that nobody cares about. But at the end of the Direct, they'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, Gen 10.
The thing
And
is,
they'll give us some sort of
there
information
is
about it.
Yeah, there is a possibility for Gen 10 to be very experimental and obviously Switch 2 exclusive, because I think the Switch 2 like something tells me some of the big teams have had dev kits for a few years now, including Game Freak. Because they've definitely been cooking something up for the past couple of years for Nintendo Switch 2.
Right. I definitely,
if there's any
I definitely feel like Gen 10 is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, just in time for the holidays. So,
I hope it's
it's something where they definitely like, based on the way that this game runs and everything, I would say that they had no intention of ever putting Gen 10 on the original Switch. It was always going to be Switch 2.
Definitely.
So
yeah, Switch 2 to explode in the fire.
So
I just want the game to be halfway decent, man. That's all I want.
I want the game to be done on
I'm
release
sure. Yeah, I'm sure the game
really
will run. Okay, despite how the game may look graphically, whether it looks good or bad, I do have faith it'll at least run good, because the Switch 2, NVIDIA has claimed, is 10 times more powerful than the base Switch, so it should be able to at least run the game stable frame rate.
Right.
What I'm hoping for is a return to tradition. I want a Pokemon game. I don't know. I just want to explore routes again. I want to explore towns. I don't know. I miss exploring routes mainly.
Yeah, the thing
routes have kind of lost their charm.
The thing that I would like them to do, right? I would like to see them implement some sort of a trainer level system.
You've talked about this before.
Yeah, so the reason that I think this is necessary is because when you have an open world game like this, like if they're going to keep the open world game, then they should definitely do this. They should have a system where your trainer has like a level or rank or something similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus, where as you complete certain tasks, that rank goes up, and it allows you to and basically the gym leaders will when you fight gyms, for example, they will use Pokemon that are level appropriate to your rank. When you fight Titans, they will be a level appropriate to your rank, or whatever the version of if it's not Titan or then whatever the other boss type characters are, whether they're Titans or Team Starbase, like that type of whatever that type of shit is in Gen 10, it would be leveled appropriate. It would be level scaled to your rank, so that when you're trying to do the stories and whatnot, because it's something where I feel like that was something that this game really lacked. And if they just made it to where, you have to be rank whatever to challenge the Pokemon League, that whether you've got the badges or not, you can just go right in, that type of thing, have a rank requirement rather than have a badge requirement. That would be a way to sort of shake things up if you're going to do the multiple story thing like they did with this game. Like I said, you don't have to. They could just make it all badges and make it open world, and then just your rank goes up as you beat gyms, and then the gym leaders each have however many difficulty modes for depending on which order you fight them in. Make it more like Mega Man, where you can just challenge the gym leaders in any fucking order you want.
Mm-hmm.
And have the challenge be appropriate depending on how many other gym leaders you've beaten. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's still really. Yeah, they definitely need scaling. It's really
because the level they did
really funny how
in this game was not good. They made it
It
so
almost
you
feels
could go
like
around and do
unfinished.
stuff in whatever order you wanted, but there was kind of an expected order to things, and they made it really hard to kind of do each thing independently because they locked all of the shit behind your gym challenge rank. They're like, oh no, you have to be at least
it feels like they were trying to make it almost as open as sorry.
Well, because the thing with Pokemon catching was always tied behind how many badges you had.
Yeah.
It's so that needs to change. That needs to be tied behind your rank as a trainer, and it needs to be all the different accomplishments, not just badges that increase that rank. So they need to work on shit like that to make it if they're going to go with a similar type of open world you know, quest fest like they did with this game, then they need to make those types of adjustments, you know. Because this game would have worked really well with a system like that, you know. And you could even tie other things to it as well. You could be like, oh yeah, if your rank is X high, then you can use this this taxi or this HM or this, you know, like like have the you could have like your the HMs or whatever contingent on your rank, you know. So yeah, I think having the player level up along with the Pokemon would be a really novel and unique thing, and I think Pokemon should do it. You know, it worked really well in Digimon World Next Order when you could level up and get perks as a tamer. You know, small indie dev on a budget and time crunch. Yeah, like you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I feel like if it was well integrated, it would be fine. But,
I'm now starting to realize the leaks about Pokemon Project Gaia, which rest in peace, the ROM hack Pokemon Gaia. They're going to change their name now, so they don't get caught. If the leak is true, because there have been leaks about Gen 10 recently, which could tie into this. They're just leaks taken with a grain of salt, but the region is supposedly going to be based off of Greece or these islands.
Yeah.
Like which I could see them doing the whole. I could see them tackling a whole island thing. They wouldn't have to do because they wouldn't have to do too much with the island, like, you know, placement of the islands. And
I mean, the thing is,
I guess it could be like sort of like Legends EA or Legends Arceus. I mean, where there are different huge open zones that you travel to. Those could be the islands.
The thing is, we already got a bunch of trainers named after gods, so
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
gods / planets.
Yeah, like from Gen 4, so that's probably why that's. Yeah, unless they use the Greek names for the gods and have them doing shit, you know. Could you imagine all the gods all the badges being based on Greek gods? That would be cool.
You beat the fighting type gym. Oh, here's the Hercules badge. You know.
It's funny is they all sound like the Greek Pokemon badge names too.
Yeah.
They actually just put Mr. Satan as a gym leader. Like that, it's just Mr. Satan.
Right. Yeah, Hades too. Like, it's one of those things where, like I said, you could, you know, they could do that. They could just ignore it completely and just be like, yeah, it's Greece. But
it's probably gonna be like X and Y, where it's just like, yeah.
I feel like
oh, hey, it's France, but at the same time, it's not.
I feel like they're just picking places in Europe to do Pokemon regions after, so that they could take they can take 2-week vacations and go there.
Yeah,
probably. It's like every single Pokemon game.
Look at where these regions have been based on since Gen 5. Let's see,
Hawaii.
You know.
They're all tourist attraction spots.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's you know, France. You know,
considering Pokemon is also about adventure, I guess that makes sense too. But I'd like to see more other types of terrain explored.
It's just like,
yeah, vacation areas, vacation.
Yeah, it's like just, you know, like, cause I could see the developers going out and taking like a 2-week vacation into into Europe, you know, and then going and expensing all their food because we got to eat out at the local restaurants to inspire us to make new food types for the Pokemon to eat, you know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like I feel like this is a thing, like, you know.
Yeah. Probably.
Don't expect regions based on like the Middle East or, you know, or China or any of these other like unfriendly to tourist type places.
I was gonna say they could probably get away with a China region.
They could, but the thing is, China is really
copyright hungry.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: China is problematic in a lot of ways, as far as like what you can and can't do there, and they also run the risk of pissing China off and making it to where they ban their game. You know.
Yeah.
So
Like they
on the
can.
off chance that they might accidentally. That's actually why they removed Brock from the anime. They were afraid he might offend Chinese people.
Yeah. Like.
So. Like, it's one of those things where if they think it might offend China, because like they just recently added Mandarin to as like they have like 2 different types of Chinese languages in the Pokemon games now. They don't want to let that go to waste by pissing off the Chinese government and getting the game banned there. So I think if they did do a Chinese region, they would have to be very, very careful, and I don't know if they want to.
Yeah.
So
it's like the villain in the Chinese Pokemon region ends up having parallels to their country's leader or whatever.
Yeah, no, like it's a Chinese region, and they have a Pokemon that looks like Winnie the Pooh. You know, just
oh yeah.
You know, President Xi's not gonna like that. President for life, dear leaders Xi. Isn't going to like that. Excuse me, I misspoke.
Minus 1 million social credits.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, you know, they're Piss Moon Ursaluna.
Not the Piss Moon Ursaluna.
It's just yellow and it's got a red T-shirt instead of the mud.
The next Pokemon game.
It's got Robotnik's logo on the back.
Oh god.
Yeah. The next Pokemon game takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's not even in a region based on any other country. It's just the Mushroom Kingdom.
No, Alpharad already did that. Alpharad already did that.
Oh, I haven't played that hack yet.
Alpharad beat him to it.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's really good. It's a really good ROM hack.
Which
one?
Nice.
Mario
I've got a bunch of hacks. I got quite a few hacks backlogged right now, so I'll have to add
they got updated recently. They give you a special Pokemon if you catch all of them.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I was gonna be like, yeah, I already played Mario Mine a couple of months back, actually. I would replay it again, but I don't know.
I'd say the thing I'm most hyped for right now is Pokemon Quarantine Crystal. I can't wait to play that. I say that like it's not out already, but yeah, I just have it on the backlog.
You have a bunch of ROM hacks in the backlog.
Yeah. Some I just stopped playing entirely. I tried out Pokemon Cope, but I kind of got bored of that.
You know what a backlog of ROM hacks is called? A hack log.
Yes, the same.
What about Pisces?
Pisces, yeah, that one's also on the backlog too. Well, that's the first one I'm going to get back to, honestly, since I'm pretty far, or relatively far into it. Like, probably almost halfway. Yeah.
Well, it's the midpoint, I will say.
Pisces is also on my list. I'm just not really that big into hacks that just have Fakemon in them. Mariomon's different because it's just Mario characters.
Yeah. Pisces has a bunch of Fakemon. It does have a few regular Mons, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They're mostly Fakemon.
Most of them
are cool. Yeah. Some of them
the
are cool.
ROM hack kind of just changes the aspect of the main thing of Pokemon slightly with the different new status ailments and new ways to get EVs and shit.
My taste. Wow, I'm literally just playing hacks that Solus has been recommending to me, though.
I think Quint's talking about me. Talking about me.
Oh, jeez. Damn.
It's okay, Quint. I know I have bad taste.
Your taste is not good, yeah.
Fakemon, gotta make 'em up.
Didn't you try to play Clover at one point, though, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't get very far.
Clover's good. The thing is, I wouldn't.
I'd wait for 2.0 if I were you.
I was gonna say I wouldn't blame you if you just waited for the next version at this point.
It's the same thing with Gaia. I would recommend, or whatever it'll be called. It's like same thing for Gaia. I would recommend.
Internal code name.
Yeah, I'd recommend for that hack and for Clover as well to just wait for both of their 2.0 releases.
Oh, you mean okay? You mean the
Or
Pokemon
the-
guy, not the project guy thing that you were talking
Yeah,
about.
the Pokemon guy,
Project
the
guy, I
hack.
think, is
Yeah,
probably an internal code
Project
name. They
guy
probably
is-
won't
probably,
change
yeah.
anything for the ROM hack. Anyways.
yeah.
All right. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here.
All right.
Yeah, but I was gonna
very successful.
log off here in a couple minutes, actually.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Same
Well, want to thank everybody so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Thanks again to everybody who joined me on chat. Appreciate that. We don't know what they're doing next week, so we'll either
Nope.
do more of this next week, or we'll do something else if they're not doing an event. So look forward to that. And of course, as always, I do hope everybody has a great day. Bye bye.
Night, Colors.
Later, everybody. Play Super Mario, Mon.
If you happen to enjoy the content, please leave a like, my friend. I play games and sometimes do other stuff. If you're interested, you can subscribe. 3 cookies are available for everyone. Like the zebras ate them all. The zebras ate them all. Are you still listening to this? I am your dedication. It's basically all me from here. Serious, you've been warned. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna get copyright claim for Rick Roll. Are you still here? That's actually bass. Na 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 na. The meme is old. This is starting to get awkward now. Maybe go watch one of my other videos after this. It'll be great. If you're new to the channel, there's hours of content to watch. If you've been here a while, be super nostalgic. It's a win-win situation. Do these even count as lyrics? I guess anything does if you sing it.
What does that have to do with anything?
No, he's got a point.